What's happening, people, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a plant room check and I'm on shift, and this is part of my episodes where I tell you what I do when I'm on shifts. So this is one of the things I've got to do. So I had to do another extra little task, but I didn't want to show you on camera because it's just boring. I was just emptying something out of a bucket, innit? It weren't really exciting, innit? But this is more of something for you to see in the background, innit? I'm not really going to spin the camera around too much because I don't know how many people are in this plant room. It's massive. But what I've got to do is I've got to walk through and see if I see any leaks, any visual mistakes. Look at the MCC boards. So they're the little boards you will see like with like controls on it like this in the background. So I've got to see if there's any faults popping up and all that. Look at the inverters and stuff like that, which is like these things behind me there. And also look at these fan coil units, which are over here. And we've got supplies in this room, and we've got extracts as well, which look like that behind me. We've got a lot of other stuff that I could show you, but I also need to just walk and just have a look as well because there's so much plant. And this is the thing, innit? I always tell people, learn about the stuff what you'll be fixing or maintaining, because it will pay tenfold in the future, innit? You just understand what you're doing, innit? And I think that's just like maybe a thing of being interested and shit like that. There's been a lot of times when I haven't been interested in work and I'm not able to like focus on that because I don't really care, innit? But I'm older now, innit? So obviously I do care. What we've got a lot of pipe work running through this boiler room. This is in the middle of a big building, so we've got a lot of ducting work, which is behind me here. So I think that's a supply. AHU, I think it's the supply. I think, I have to read the other side. Got a lot of pumps down here, got a lot of Gramfoth pumps. So I have to go back to the beginning to where I was. So we got something which is called Dakin units here. So I think these are extracts, these small ones. I'll have to look on the panel, but I'm just making sure that I'm looking around and seeing what's in fault, what problems we got, because I have to put it on a report. And this is the thing, when you write reports, obviously you're understanding what you're doing, innit? But you need to make sure you understand in the first place. And I think that's a big part of like maintenance, which is me understanding what I'm doing. I think that takes a little bit of time. It was a fresh air supply. That's right, I was right. Feels so good to be right. So yeah, it's been a bit different for me, like working a shift. It's not because of the environment. It's probably just the hours, really. The hours are not really killing me so much. I'm actually going to my bed, surprisingly. I don't normally get a lot of sleep, but now I've realised that I've got to be up and be focused. So I'm making sure that I'm going to bed a little bit earlier and making sure that I'm getting up on time and just being ready to work, really. That's the main thing. Staying consistent at this job, I feel, is going to be good for me because I'll be able to make money and make some good content. I think things like this is not what you normally see on my channel, but I think it's about time that I start showing, the honest day in my life, which is I do maintenance, innit? So maintaining and going into properties, buildings, commercial buildings. This is a massive commercial building, so and with private place onto it as well. So yeah, it's just something that so I've got to look at these pumps. We've got pumps here, quite big pumps. This is a massive area though. We've got massive plate heat exchangers behind me. We've never seen them before. Huge valves. Again, I'm just looking around. We've got strainers on the bottom of here that are massive as well. Some more plate heat exchangers. These bad boys in the back, and these, I don't know if these are primary or secondary pumps, but they're there. Again, I'm quite new to this site. Look at that bit of copper coming through your eyes. Loads and loads of ducting work which goes on down there. I should have brought my torch so I can go down this way, but I'm just going to have a little look anyway. I've got my torch on my phone, but I should have just brought my light, that way I could just see. But when you got another iPhone, you need to know how to use it. So I'm just looking in the dark now, see if I can see anything. And what they told me was the problems that they have sometimes is the condensed trays. They tend to block up and cause a lot of like water on the floor, innit? So that's what I'm actually having a look for, and see if there's anything else happening as well, what I can report on my daily inspection. I do this a few times, but I think we're going to do this twice in the shift. And we go to any of the remedial jobs or any of the jobs that get called in over the radio and stuff like that. I've got a radio in my pocket, well not in my pocket, hanging off. So yeah, some more AHUs on this side. You guys can't really see it's behind me, but I'm just looking at the condense, which is, I'll try to show you one. I'll try and spin the camera around and show you one which is in the light, so it's a little bit easier. But yeah, it's been interesting for me to work here. Weirdly, so weirdly, I've seen like 2 people who I know from like other jobs and stuff like that. And it's just surprisingly that they're at this job, but it doesn't really bother me at the end of the day. I just get on with what I've got to get on with. They're not on the same shift as me, so I don't really get to speak to them or nothing like that. And you know, I'm here to work, to be honest with you. Like, I'm past the stage of remaking new friends and all that type of stuff. Just get along with it, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. So yeah, I really should have brought my torch, but maybe there's a light switch here which I'm not taking. Hold on, I found it. Hold on. How much is the difference is that? I know what you lot are thinking, what the helly? We was watching it in the dark like you was some Bear Grylls business, but you could just really turn the light on and get that type of lighting. Boom! So that's the corridor which I was walking down there. You can imagine this place is massive. Probably the biggest boiler room which I've been in, the plant room which I've been in. Sorry, I shouldn't say boiler room, because plant rooms and boiler rooms are different. How can I swing this camera around so I can show you? So there's so much. Fresh air supply, extract, this one is on the top. How do I know all of these things? Because they're labelled, to be honest with you. They say it on it, innit? I don't know if, let me bring it in closer. There you go. You see what I mean? There's understanding and then there's reading, innit? And I think you need to do a mixture of both of them, innit? Just to make it make sense for other people, but to allow other people to understand, you know what you're talking about. So I know that these small units are normally extract units here. So I know that one would be an extract, and this one over here is way too big. It's got to be a supply, but it does say supply on it. But I know from looking at it. So what we change inside here is the belts, the motors, and we also change the filters as well. So they've got inspection hatches, which is the ones with the glass on it, and you're able to look in, turn on this light here, and then that's the light when it turns on. So this is one of the chambers here, and you're able to see if it's working, see if the motor's going and stuff like that. But you need light inside there if you was working in there anyway, so it makes sense that you have a light in there. You got these inspection hatches as well on the ducting work. So many valves. Like, look, I'm just gonna, do you see what I mean? You know, in a plant room like this, like the valves are supposed to be open and closed and stuff like that, and you know, if they don't, they're going to be seized. I'm sure there are a few seized, but hey, we're not opening or closing them today, so it's not our worry. As you can see, we've got some poly going up into the roof there. So much space in there, man. No, I should have just turned that light off. So yeah, this is just a little bit of a tour of like what I've got to do. Generally, this is just one task, innit? Like I didn't have to do so much yesterday on my last shift, but let's hope that it stays this consistent way, because I'm able to show you just little bits and pieces of what it's like for me as a mechanical engineer. So that's what my title is a mechanical engineer, and yeah, it's alright. I'm liking it. This job's okay to do for me for a while. I'm definitely going to try and make the most out of the content and do as much as I can for people like yourself. I actually just hit 3,000 subscribers, so I just want to say a big thank you out to everyone who has been watching and subscribing to the account, because 3,000 is a milestone for me. It's just the other day I was saying 2,000. So yeah, keep liking, sharing, subscribing, and smashing this Instagram up and down. So I just want to make a quick announcement, yeah? I've hit 3,000 followers, which is an achievement for me. So I just want to make a big announcement. This is a really, really big announcement. So let me put it there. I've just hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. For me, that is a big achievement at the end of the day. I talk about plumbing, I talk about a lot of other things on my channel. So I appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. I'm going to put out more and more content, but I need to make sure you like, share and subscribe and stay locked in to the channel. Let's get it.